The Detroit Lions get ready to take on the Cincinnati Bengals this weekend, so we thought it would be fun to stay in the theme and check in with another cat from Ohio. Joining us today is George Carlson, the long snapper for Bowling Green State University, and Pudge, his 3-year-old exotic short-haired Persian cat. George and Pudge, thank you both for taking the time to join us on the show today.
Thank you for having me on.
George, for anyone that hasn't heard the story, a little while back, you felt the team needed a little bit of a lift. So you brought Pudge with you into the locker room. Is that correct? Can you tell us a little bit about how that came to be and what that looked like?
Yeah, totally. We had a player go down in the practice before it was a scrimmage day, and we had to end practice early. And since we kind of had animals in and out of the locker room before every now and again, I thought, it's an off day. We switched the off days up since the last coaching staff, so it's kind of more of a free day. And I thought, it would be kind of funny if I brought my cat in and just sat him in the locker room. I thought it'd be good. I thought it would put some smiles on guys' faces. So I did it, and the rest is history.
That's great.
Nice.
That's awesome. I was thinking I wanted to throw this at you. The last few years of my teaching, I retired a couple of years ago. We'd have the police department bring in one of their dogs, and they walked around. A teacher might bring a dog in. We had a dog trick assembly. These dogs come in, did all those things, and I just remember watching the amazing smiles and the attitudes of the kids. During that day, whether it was in the hallway or in a classroom or at the assembly. Do you feel that does the same thing for your players after practice? By coming in the
Yeah,
locker room and seeing Pudge?
definitely. I think, there were a lot of reactions. Some people, aren't probably the biggest fans of cats, so they just walk by, totally fine. I didn't bring him in for everybody to love him. I just, for the few that came over and, saw him, petted him, hung out, it really did impact them in a positive way. And I think it's great for the team.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, you said the rest is history, and not everybody might understand what that is, but your teammate, wide receiver Finn Hogan, made a TikTok video, and that kind of caught things on. And then not just the entire football team, but the entire community at Bowling Green is now behind Pudge. What are some of the things that have been going on with the team in the community?
Basically, everyone's just wrapped around it. They're super excited to have Pudge around. Every time I bring him to campus for either pictures or different sorts of content that I'm going to make with the university, there's like a swarm of people that come up. I know I was doing some pictures the other day, and I was there for maybe 5 minutes until people started noticing. And then there were probably a group of 20 people just waiting until we finished up to take pictures with Pudge. So they've really embraced it. They love it. The fans love him. And I'm super excited. I couldn't be more stoked for it.
That's awesome. Has Pudge met Finn's dog yet?
Pudge hasn't met Finn's dog yet. He's met Finn though plenty of times.
Yeah, I'm sure about that. Well, the dog's probably a little bit better than Finn, but we won't go into that. Hey, anyways, one thing I heard College Game Day was doing a story on Pudge, and Finn had told me about that. So I was thinking to myself, how cool would that have been to have Lee Corso put a Pudge hat on to pick the winner of the I-75 game in a week and a half?
Oh, that would have been so sick. I think it would have been amazing.
Yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah, that'd have been cool.
Well, you've mentioned that everybody's been, getting into this and being behind this. I heard even new head coach Eddie George has gotten into it. What's it been like for the coach embracing this for you guys, and what's that meant?
It's been amazing. Not a lot of coaches would probably embrace it. And even today he was talking about how, the old school coaches probably would be like, what is this cat doing in here? Get it out of here. I want to be disciplined. We need to be perfect, and we can't have these animals getting in our way. Um, but now I think he's really embraced it. His wife loves Pudge, so I think that probably had something to do with it too. But you know, he is totally fine with Pudge. He loves doing different interviews for Pudge. He's been before me when I've done the interviews, and he's always just loved to do it. He's a great man. I'm happy that he's really embraced the cat because I know a lot of people might not have.
That's awesome.
It really is, yeah. And I think that, that's one of the things you talk about too is, the old school coaches would, oh, you guys aren't tough. Oh my God, you got a cat laying around. But, we know that mental health issues and stuff like that have been issues, and it's stressful being a college athlete. And I just think that's awesome that you did that. What a way to break the ice up, George. I mean, for you guys to come with that, and then of course the community taking over. But hey, I got a question. Does Pudge have a favorite? I know he's got a favorite college team. It would be the Falcons, Bowling Green Pudge Falcons, I think they would be called. Does Pudge have a favorite NFL team?
At this point, I don't know. I like the Indianapolis Colts, but I think Pudge is still looking for a team, and the Lions would be a good one. I think that would be, that's the area, they're close, and the Lions also commented on one of his videos, so plus points to them. So I think the Lions would definitely be his team for sure.
Yeah, that's great because I had just read something on social media, because anything on social media is true. But it said that Pudge made a statement and told everybody that when he grows up, he wanted to be a Lion. So I mean, that's it.
Yeah, totally. I agree with that.
Awesome. George, any way we can get a good glimpse of Pudge?
Yeah, he jumped out of my hands here just a second ago because he can't
Okay.
sit still. But can grab him here. This is Pudge.
Oh,
He's
Yeah.
just hanging out. He's too busy with his food.
The calm, and I've seen some of the things Bowling Green State's put together, and I'm just like, that is the calmest cat I've ever seen.
Oh yeah, he just, the breed is very docile. They don't do a lot. They're basically just a lazy house cat. That's the most they do. They're not bred for, ability to go catch mice. They're bred for looks, and for shows, which is amazing because for me, it's really easy as a football player to take care of him because, we go on the road and everything. Now he's with me, obviously, half the time when we go on the road, but they're very easy cats to take care of, and I think Pudge is another testament to that. He just lays down and eats, and it's about all he does, honestly.
which
Well,
is normal. Sorry, which is normal. Cats do that. One quick question.
Oh
I
yeah.
think, does he ever jump out of the carrying case that they have at the game and you have to worry about it, or does he just hang out in that case that they have at the games? Or you probably don't know because you're worrying about long snapping.
Oh yeah. I was kind of worried about that at first, but apparently he doesn't. We have my dad's out there. He's a veterinarian, and he'll kind of walk around with the AD of marketing at the school, Taylor Jefferson, and they'll walk him around. But no, he really loves that bag. He doesn't try to jump out. He just honestly sleeps in there. And they bought him a fan, so now he even has a fan in his bag, which is kind of funny.
Oh, that's great.
that is incredible. And you said the AD of marketing. I mean, so much has already happened. What are some of the things that you guys are working on, or what's next in store for you guys in Pudge that you can share?
A lot of social media is really coming to light. I think more content, more videos there, that's going to be a big thing, but as well, more merchandise. We're looking, I already have two shirts right now, which one of them is through Influxer, which is an NIL brand, and the other one is through a local t-shirt company here that makes them, and then the proceeds go to Wood County Humane Society, which I thought was really sweet. And the guy set it up, so he made it really easy for me to be able to make that happen, which I'm happy about. But I just heard today that the bookstore is also going to try to put shirts in the stores there for students to get. So I'm happy to get that to students as well, especially, anything that I can get to the students for an affordable price will be great.
Awesome. Awesome.
That's great, George. Thank you. A big thank you to you and Pudge for joining us today. We wish you both well as you guys continue to prepare to play Toledo and the Battle of I-75 coming up here soon.
Thank you.
Nice meeting you, George. Tell Finn we said hello, and tell Pudge we're in love with him too.
Oh, for sure. Yes, I'll let him know. And I'm just happy to come on as well.
See you, Pudge.